Welcome to the Last Man Standing Grandpa's Kitchen league race tonight here in Road America. It's gonna be a fun one. I hope you guys are excited. I'm stoked. Got a couple minutes left of qualifying, or left of the practice. All the drivers just kind of messing around on track, hanging out. How's everybody doing today? You guys doing good? Yeah, pop over to. There you go. Gorgeous. It's gonna be a fun race, I am certain. I'm repping not my Road America shirt, as I don't have a Road America shirt, but I do have a Laguna Seca shirt, so I repped my Laguna Seca shirt today. Something a little bit different. And yeah, I know it's not Road America, but hey, it's still a cool shirt. So we actually have a night race tonight, if you guys can't tell yet. It is pitch black out there, which is quite something. Look at this. This is what the drivers see. How crazy is that view? Insanity. It's gonna be interesting, man, to cast a night race. I've never done this before. Getting a chance to do some commentary here at night. Oh. Teggy's deciding he wants to go put it back in the pits. That was funny. Look at that Ford. How beautiful is that? With the red and blue lighting. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. I've actually never seen that before. That's really cool. Have you guys ever seen that before? That's sweet. Wow. Yeah, guys, we're here at Road America. This is gonna be a fun race. We've got an hour's worth of racing. With your average lap being about 2 minutes, that's going to be about 30 laps worth of track time. And qualifying obviously will last about 15 minutes. What's going on, Freddie? How we doing? I hope you're doing good, my man. My dude. Look at that thing, man. It looks so darn good. That's cool. That is really cool looking. Wow. I think it was sweet. We've got 12 drivers here tonight. Potentially 13. 10 minutes worth of qualifying, if you guys can see that right there. Car number 7 is literally already getting out on track. So I think same thing with number 6. That's crazy. Ooh. Look at the Ferrari, Sean Williams. Yeah, as we're starting qualifying, and all these guys are just about to get ready to go do a hot lap. Let's go check out the standings so far after last week's race. Freddie, you say you just had the best username. What was it? That's the real question. Check out the standings, everybody. Here is what we have so far in the championship standings. You guys can see at the top, Morgan Teggy obviously sitting in top. No surprise there. 12 wins now to his name. 15 races done. He is just dominating. Julian Lockwood is sitting in second. Who needs to have a significantly better race this week than he did last week. Because last week definitely did not go so well for him. But he has been here all the time, which is what's helping out. Michael Mooney in third, unable to show up today. He is MIA because I think he was flying in from the airport today. Yeah, Freddie definitely sent it to me. Fourth place right now is Sean. Now, Sean Williams sitting, obviously, the guy we're watching the camera of right now, in the Ferrari number 6 car. He's had some interesting races, some up, some pretty far down. So we're hoping today is going to be a pretty high up one for him today. Todd Schwartz is sitting in 5th with Brett in 6th. Both of them racing tonight. We've got Paul. Paul is in 7th and Jeff Wyatt is in 8th. I do not see Jeff Wyatt racing tonight, nor do I see Paul. So they might get dethroned by Tyler Greger, the number 5 car. Has a chance at dethroning them. There he is, number 5 car right here, actually. The Corvette. Underneath the number 5 car, Tyler, is TJ. But I also don't see racing tonight. And then Ron Gaivo, Joe Fierro, Adam Novotny, Brandon Dooley. All people that are racing tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun with those guys. Most certainly. This night race is going to be very interesting, y'all. It's going to be hard for me to see exactly who's doing what. I'm gonna do my best to see who's doing what. I promise. I will see. Let me see what it is, Freddie. Let's check this thing out. As all these drivers are now going out in qualifying. Close it out. Let's go on our obvious, likely to be pole sitter, Morgan Teggy. Morgan Teggy is coming around the Road America straight, just about to cross the start-finish line. First one to qualify, puts it at his best lap, or starts a hot lap now. Excuse me. Here he goes. We're likely to see, pole lap here in qualifying just underneath that, oops, let me turn the game sound on. We're likely to see pole to be just underneath that 2-minute mark. Maybe like a 1:59. Maybe 2-minute flat. Obviously, Morgan Teggy likely to be setting a time right around there. Now, will other people set a time right around there? That's a question that we're gonna have to find out. I don't know if we will end up having everybody else setting times that competitive. Something I do want to check out is something that's new for me. Tyler Greger. I do not recall ever commentating on him before, and he's actually following the Autism Speaks car, the Ferrari of maybe Jillian Lockwood. It is. They're gonna go be blasting down this start-finish straight. Right now, they're the first ones to set time. Well, Tyler Greger, first one to set time at 2:01. Not too bad, not too shabby so far. Obviously, we'll have something fast. And that David Burgess now setting one at a 2:02. Then Lockwood 2:02 as well. Actually, Burgess in 2:03. Burgess here in the Ford, one of the only ones going to be driving the Ford tonight, I'm guessing, at 2:03.176. Maybe he's driving it just because he knew it would look cool at nighttime. Who knows? Because it definitely does look cool at nighttime. Number 99 car, Mr. Scott, Mr. Philip Scott, comes down and start-finish straight, and he now is starting a hot lap. Looking good. I want to see, obviously, Brandon Dooley. Brandon Dooley, I talked to him right before we started this stream. Popped into Discord for a second. He said he was having some trouble kind of finding a setup that he could easily link up. So let's see if this one ends up being a better one for him. Who knows? We're gonna find out if this one is a better setup. Because like I said, he was struggling. That's not good. We don't want Brandon Dooley to be struggling. Novotny is not driving tonight. Our fan favorite, Adam Novotny, is not driving tonight. So, unfortunately, we won't get a chance to see him out there. I know he's been really trying to improve in his championship standings, so that's tough for Novotny. Who do I want to see? Morgan Teggy, obviously, now in the low 2:01. 2:01.08. That's a good time. Can he improve it? Probably. If anybody could, he probably could. Let's go check out Tyler Greger. Come across the start-finish line. In that very quiet Chevrolet. He did not improve. That's just it for Tyler Greger. He's going to go pop himself back into the pits. Now we're going to go on to the car number 99. Mr. Scott. Philip Scott. What's up, Lando? How you doing? Broom, broom. Yes, sir. You are watching the Grandpa's Kitchen race for the Last Man Standing League here. This is going to be a good one. GTE class, 12 cars. 8 qualified so far. Looking like Brett Elder so far at the back of the qualifying grid. Did 99 set time? He did. At a 2:02.194. Not terrible, honestly. But not going to be enough to get him anywhere near scratching that pole position mark. He's going to go way off on turn 1 and call it. Todd Schwartz, the 420 car. Here he goes. Starting a hot lap in the BMW. This nighttime racing, like I said, will be a little bit interesting to be able to see the cars. Once the battles start, it's going to get a little bit more intense for sure. Lando, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, man. Very good. Very, very good. Only gonna get better, man. Today was my first day at a new job, so that was pretty fun. I was very second day technically. My first like real day, you know. You know, your first day is never your first day. That's my second day at a brand new job, and it was pretty good. I'm excited for it. What I'm also very excited for is Sean Williams. The six car about to finally start set hopefully a good qualifying time. He's at a 1. He's got 1.8 seconds behind the leader right now. Doesn't improve. Tough. Poor Sean. Sean braking very hard in that Ferrari. This Ferrari looks good, man. Oh, you want a dad joke, huh? All right. All right. All right. All right. We got one. We got one. Oh, Inochi, what does our Lord and Savior wear when he goes swimming? Godspeedos. That's a good one. I love that joke. That would never get told. We got a minute left to qualifying, everybody. It says 2 to go. Can they? All set. Good times. Right now, only obviously we have 10 qualified. It says 12 registered. So we got some qualifying times up on the board. I think I'm gonna go pop in one of these guys to come join me here and come say what's up. Let me triple check that I don't need anything. Whoop. All right. Click on this. Let's go bring in somebody into the commentary booth. The person I want to talk to the most, I would say, is probably Joe Fierro, as he's just put a really good time on the board. My Lanta. Joe Fierro sitting 0.13 seconds behind Morgan Teggy. Is he gonna go and try to get that trophy? The trophy being the bounty trophy to beat out Morgan Teggy. If you can beat out Morgan Teggy, then you get a bounty trophy made by one of our sponsors. So let's see if he can do it. Let's go pull in our boy Joe Fierro. If he is in here. Joe Fierro is not. That's tragic. Actually tragic. Would have loved to have him in here. In exchange, we'll go ahead and grab Brandon Dooley, as he said that he was having some troubles. We're grabbing in here in just a second. There he is. Pull him in. Hello again, Brandon.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Not too bad.
How's that setup starting to work for you?
I actually qualified with full fuel on race trim, so
Oh,
qualifying setup was not working for me. I couldn't get it. I couldn't figure it out. So
interesting. So you decided to just kind of go with the race setup, and obviously that's what you're comfortable with.
I just put down a lap with what I knew I could get a lap with, and deal with that. So 1.2 off the leader, which that's
no,
nothing major anyway.
It's not crazy.
There, so.
And also keep in mind, look at the spread. Really, it's pretty darn close. Oh my gosh, Philip Scott actually just beat out Morgan Teggy at the very end.
Oh yeah.
Wow, by 0.03 seconds. You're really not that far away from Sean Williams. Like, really, that's four hundredths of a second.
All those guys.
Sorry, 4/10. Yeah.
Setup, so
likely.
We'll see how their race pace is.
That is true. Well, hey man, I'm gonna wish you good luck. I'm gonna go get back into it, but you got this. Go have fun. I'm glad the setup is working a little bit better.
It's a little bit better. We'll see how it does. Hopefully it's good over the race.
So, well, I don't know if we'll really see how it does, because with these night conditions, it's hard for me to see. That's for sure.
It's tough. Yeah. I'd probably stick to like the in-car, the gyro cams, bumper cams, and stuff like that. Where you
that's the plan.
Lights.
That is the plan.
All right, man.
All right, Dooley. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good one. Yep.
Alrighty, guys. You guys ready? These cars are getting lined up on the grid, ready to go. Here we go. What's up, Owen? How you doing? So kind of you to say nice things. Yeah, Novotny, they are looking good. Novotny, we miss you, man. Where the heck are you? We got 11 drivers lined up on the grid, all of them getting ready to go racing. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon Dooley's got a good shot. Moondog, these dark races are set up by admin. Got to be tough to, got to be rough to broadcast. They're not terrible, honestly. Like, I gotta think about what cameras I'm using, and I'll make sure I'll be able to get some good lighting for you guys. That's the goal. Oh yes, Novotny, that makes sense. The broken pedals. Yeah, that's tough, man. Hi, Cloud baby. What's going on? Welcome to some good old racing tonight in the GTE class. Novotny, I hope so too, man. We're missing you. We're missing you. Moondog says, "Let's go, Mooney." Mooney, if only you were here, we would love it. Now look at those beautiful paint jobs. What I love the most is the Fords. Honestly, they look so good. Like, the Fords look so good. Who's in the Ford? I want to say it's Vincent. Yeah, Vincent's in a Ford. Those Fords look great in the dark, man. Absolutely incredible. What's up, Wally? I heard you guys sold your house. Congratulations. And 276 David Burgess also in the Ford. 2 Ford drivers tonight. Oh boy. Who's going to come out on top though tonight? Is it going to be one of the Fords? Will it be a white horse Porsche like Todd Schwartz sitting in the back? Or maybe, did I see? It's another 4 right there. It's not number 8. It could be number 6. John Williams in the Porsche. Really? There it is to the back. Yeah, it's Todd Schwartz. No. Who's in that Porsche? I can't even tell who's in the back of the Porsche. Brett Elder, maybe. Oh yeah, it's Elder, of course. It is. Sitting next to Ron in his truck. Too bad they're slow. That's funny. I know, Wally. I'm the worst, right? Blame Claire. She's the one that posted it in the chat. That's why I knew about it. Congratulations, though. It's huge. Oh, and I heard the same thing. I heard the same thing, that I'm the best ever. Absolutely. Speaking of being the best, I'm pulling up my resources. I'm going to pull up my track map. Little insight for you guys today here at Road America. We got 14 corners. Some of them being a corner-ish. One of them being, you know, some people would argue that in between corner 12 and 13, the Thunder Valley corner should be a corner. But it is not a corner between 12 and 13. Some people argue that corner number 2 shouldn't be a corner. But it is a corner. It's just a slight kink to the left, to the right-ish. It's like, very slight, though. As you guys will see when we go over it the first time, I'll tell you guys, hey, this is corner 2, and it's a little weird. You can actually see it. My mouse? I do not have my mouse shut. In the bottom left, obviously, across there, you'll see that track map. There's the start-finish line, and you're going like this way, which actually technically be going this way. If I mirror myself, right? You have turn 1, which is that tight right-hander, and then there's that little wiggle straight on the. There's a little wiggle on the straight. That's considered a corner. It's very odd, but we're about to go through this little like long bend they're going through right now is not considered a corner. It's instead called the kettle bottoms. Right here, they're all about to come up to turn 12. It's a tight right-hander, pretty much 90 degrees. And then after that, let's actually go on Teggy Cam so you guys can see. Right now, this little kink right here isn't considered a corner. Nor is that. That little that left-hander thing was finally a corner. Now this is another corner. This is turn 14. We're about to get ready to go racing, everybody. I hope you guys are excited. This is going to be intense. We're going to go on Schwartz cam. He can see everybody at racing. They're waiting for the leader, Philip Scott, to start the race. Lap 1. Let's see who gets off the line good. We got a green flag. Everybody is hammered down. We're racing. You can hear those engines go. Who's going to come out on top of this first corner? That's a early break for Todd Schwartz. He just kind of let it go back. Interesting for him. I don't know how I felt about that. You can see all these drivers kind of fighting it. Looks like there's actually that Ferrari and the Ford. The Ferrari of Julian Lockwood getting a little bit of a battle right now. Look at all these cars. We got 11 lights. Technically 22 lights. 11 pairs. Blasting down this middle straight into the Moraine sweep. Turn number 5. Right here. The Ford thought about kind of diving it down the inside right there, but obviously realized he did not have the move available to him. Does it look like Morgan Tegge's already in the lead? He is already back in the lead. Just a couple corners in. Less than 6 corners it took him to get back in the lead, and now he is grooving, holding up that clear air, and just back where he belongs. I'm honestly not surprised. I was surprised it took him that long. I was surprised he got out qualified. Philip Scott, really, he was really laying it down today during qualifying. That's quite impressive. Speaking of which, we're on Philip Scott cam. Look at this dark day out here in Road America. Looks interesting. Almost a little gloomy as the Chevy and the BMW blast by. Kind of starting to make a little bit of a pack away from the rest of the drivers. If you notice, like, there's those 2 up front, and then there's a big old pack of like 4 or 5. Joe Fierro currently leading it is what it looks like. No, he's not. He's actually been overtaken by the Chevrolet of, I want to say, Tyler Greger. Yeah, it's Tyler Greger already making a move as well. Joe Fierro out qualifying Tyler Greger by more than half a second. Yet now he's already lost a position. So that goes to show you that race pace is very different than quality pace. Things can always change once the race actually gets going. Look at an excellent line of cars. No one taking any unnecessary risk. Everyone just kind of feeling each other out. Saying, hey, you know, this is a long race. Ooh, actually, speaking of a risk, it looks like a BMW might be going down it. Is that Brandon Dooley? That was Brandon Dooley making a look down the inside on the Ferrari. But look, that Sean Williams kind of had him covered. So no attempt cleared. Now, the Ferrari going around the outside, potentially the Ford. No, but the Ford is really catching. The BMW, Brandon Dooley, is under pressure from Burgess. Not enough to make him crack, but definitely enough to make him worry. He might be driving in his mirrors at this point. I hope he is, and that's a bad move. This car so far, no crazy incidents. Unfortunately, Todd Schwartz has dropped way far back. He's way out of the race at this point. He's just kind of having a Sunday stroll. We're going to check out Brett Elder. Oh, actually, look at us. We go on Elder Cam as he has a little bit of a moment. He goes off track on the first full lap. That's the second full lap. That's tough, man. That's very tough. You obviously do not want to do that. Go back to the group. The number 5 car, Mr. Tyler Greger, holding down 3rd place at this current moment. Just barely outside of the top. Philip Scott still putting the pressure down on Morgan Tegge. Morgan Tegge actually having to kind of work for today's race. He's not just having it come easy to him, which is always fun. We like it when that happens. Ooh, what the heck happened to Joe Fierro? Fierro is very slow. Fierro must have had a moment. I'm not exactly sure what happened to him. Let's go take a little rewind. Let's see what happened to Fierro. Oh, look at that. Fierro's pushing.
Hey Taylor, yeah, I touched you. I'm sorry, I missed my mark.
Yep, that's him talking right there. And he goes, and he misses breaking point like crazy. Goes wide and actually noses it right into the tire wall. Ooh, that's a big crash from Fierro. That's tough, man. That was a tough crash from Fierro. Now Burgess is kind of trying to get back up in it. He is sitting in 6th place right now. Not super far out, but definitely not in a fight for the lead. Number 7, number 99, still going at it. As of right now, Morgan Teggy still able to hold it down, but Philip Scott not relenting anytime soon. Freddie, it's going great so far. Hey, slightly off topic, but something pretty cool in the world of motorsports is we're, watching these cars having a couple laps. Jenson Button, the ex-Formula 1 driver, is actually going to be competing in a new racing series, Nitro Rallycross. I'm a big Rallycross fan. And any of you guys that are iRacing fans may also like Rallycross. And I would say expect Nitro maybe to come to iRacing someday. Who knows? Fun little piece of news I learned today. Was pretty stoked about it, honestly. Let's see what it looks like from 99's point of view. He's only 8/10 out, man. He's not that far. He's absolutely in striking distance. I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like Teggy's actually got some serious worry tonight. He's got somebody who's really got the opportunity to put the challenge to him. And I don't know how he's going to handle with that for the entire race. I think he'll be okay. But he's actually going to have to fight today. Yes, Freddie. Jenson Button is racing again in Nitro Rallycross. Cars that fly. It's pretty cool. It is pretty darn cool, if you ask me. I've been to a Nitro Rallycross race too. They're really fun. Ferrari and BMW battling it out. Brandon Dooley fighting with Sean Williams. This is going to go try the move. He's got the draft for a very long straight. The Road America straight is long. It's not long enough. He ran out of room and had to brake and take the non-overtake right there. He's just kind of being patient. He knows, he's like, hey, I got 27 laps to get this done. I don't need to go too crazy right now. I think it's totally fair. I mean, like him going, absolutely bananas is, what do you gain? What do you get out of it right now? Nothing. Tyler Gregor, though, does get something out of it. He wants to put the pressure on these top 2 runners ASAP. He's looking good, man. He's looking really good, actually. If you ask me. I'm quite impressed right now with number 5, 99, and number 7. Obviously, Morgan, always impressive. But number 5 and 99, keeping up with him. That's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Always nice to see them challenging Morgan Teggy. Ferrari still holding down the lead in this battle for P4. Brandon almost looks like he's losing time, but like not a lot, but a little bit. You can tell he's losing just a little bit of time every few corners. Ooh, he's putting the pressure on though. Wow, these drivers are flying. They are not slow. They're not taking it easy at all. They're working hard to stay in pretty close battle. That's actually a big spin. That looked like it was Tyler Gregor, the 5 car. That was the number 5 car of Tyler Gregor. What happened to Tyler? Tyler pressing. Oh, right here. He just gets in the gas too hard. Oh, he got a back left tire. Touched the gravel. And that's a quick spin right there. I'll do it any day. That's tough. All the drivers now having passed the start-finish straight again. We're on lap 5. That's tough, man. Tyler Gregor was looking really good, too, up there. And number 8 Ferrari kind of racing a race of his own right now. And Brett Elder almost looking like he's trying to catch up to him, but he just can't quite catch up to him. Ooh, though. Is this Brandon Dooley and the Ferrari? Oh, he almost had a little moment. I just saw Philip Scott and Morgan Teggy also going at it still. We've got some battles going on here, guys. The BMW is desperately trying to get past Sean Williams, but he can't quite do it. He's trying. Ooh. He's, like I said, he knows he can take his time and have some patience. But is he really going to do that? I don't know. Sean Williams now having inherited 3rd place because of that spin from Tyler Gregor. He's He's kind of chilling. Like Sean, I don't think he'd be too upset with a third place finish. Brandon wouldn't be either. He'd be stoked to grab it. Like, can he though? That's the real question. Something that's also a question, not a guarantee, is what's going to happen between these two top runners, Morgan Teggy and Philip Scott. Don't mind me and my kitten, that old man cat. He's a nice man. Oh, what's going on, Meaty? How you doing? Oh, buddy. Oh. Oh, my cat chewing my jeans. Well. That's funny. Darn. Philip Scott is trying his hardest. Looks like actually Brandon Dooley maybe losing some time. Number 14 car. No, they're still sticking with it, man. It's these little packs of two. You can see a pack of two with Morgan Teggy, Philip Scott. A little pack of two, Sean Williams and Brandon Dooley. A little pack of two, David Burgess and Julian Lockwood. A little pack of two, Fierro and Vincent. And then Brett and Tyler totally on their own. Pretty asked what track this is. This is the Road America. Road America, a phenomenal track. If I recall correctly, it's an East Coast track. Where the heck? Yes, Elkhart Lake. I was like, where was Road America again? Yeah, Elkhart Lake. Me, this is Monza. That's funny. No, it's Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Just north, just like dead central of the United States, like as north as it goes. The north center of the United States is where this place is. Gorgeous place, lots of trees, as you can see. I'm looking for some action, y'all. I want to see somebody start trying to make passes, but it doesn't look like these guys are really getting the opportunity to. The leaders of each one of the little small packs aren't making mistakes. Morgan Teggy isn't necessarily isn't really making any mistakes at all, actually. Sean isn't making any mistakes. Burgess isn't really making any mistakes. Fierro isn't making any mistakes anymore, so no passing going on yet. But I'm sure it'll start happening soon. And when it does, we'll be the first ones to catch it. Ow. Morgan's still putting on a masterclass. Almost acts like he doesn't even have something behind him. Driving totally free and clear right now. Doesn't look bothered at all. You can tell when a driver is driving in their mirrors based on like what lines they take. If they see the person behind them make a move to like kind of look on the inside, do they move towards the inside to cover it off? Look at that right there. That's a really good moment right there. Philip Scott obviously was looking at the non-covered up part of the track. He was looking at the outside line or the inside line where Teggy just wasn't. And if you're driving in your mirrors, whenever you see the person behind you do that, you think to yourself, oh, they're going to make a move. So you cover it off. You go to the outside wherever they go. You go to the inside wherever they go. But Teggy isn't doing any of that. He's just confident that he's got it dialed. And I think he does. Check out this little Ford v Ferrari right here. A little throwback to the Le Mans way back when. A Ford versus Ferrari battle. The Ferrari of Julian Lockwood and the Ford of David Burgess. In the meantime, Freddie does want a dad joke. Let me get you one. Gladly, my friend. Ooh, this one's bad. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Between you and me, something smells. Oh, it's a good one. Something smells. Speaking of something smelling, I'm smelling an overtake attempt coming pretty darn soon from Julian Lockwood. Look at him. I mean, it looks like he's got Burgess kind of on the ropes. Burgess is definitely driving a little bit extra careful. So, can Lockwood take advantage of that, or is he just kind of gonna get stuck back here? I'm not sure. Right now it's looking like he's a little stuck, but I feel like an overtake is coming pretty soon. Look at him. He makes the idea for the dive to the inside, decides not to do it. As the cones approach, he goes hard on the brakes and goes into turn 1. And now he's just lost all that advantage. Yeah, I mean, everyone's just kind of like I said, it's these little stacks of 2, but no one's able to really get past anybody. Like, it looks like the BMW's closing, right? Right here on the Ferrari. It looks like they're closing big time. Then they go into a corner. All advantage is gone. Immediately. Tough. Very tough. Philip Scott looks like he's pretty much in the exact same boat too. I mean, like, you know, he's doing everything he can right behind Teggy, but Teggy's doing everything better. So Philip Scott really just kind of is looking a little lost out there, if you ask me. Is that the 48 car Joe Fierro starting to make some moves? Hold on, guys. Remember Joe Fierro a while ago was very far back? Check this out. He can see some cars now. He was pretty far back for quite some time, but now Fierro's been making up some pretty crazy time. It looks like he's making up significant amount of time throughout these laps. Wow, okay. Well, not over for Fierro, that's for sure. Last on the start finish straight. We start lap number 9. When do you guys think Philip Scott's going to go make a move? Do you think he's going to try to beat him on pit stops? Do you think he's going to go try to beat him on track? I hope he tries to beat him on track. Oh, here goes Lockwood. Making an attempt. Lay on the brakes. Fairly late on the brakes. Was it? It was plenty fine, actually. He made that pass pretty easy on Burgess, and he is through. That's 1 down. 1 group of 2. Finally, with a change of leadership between the 2 of them. But Burgess take a much tighter line through that line, to that corner. Turn 2, technically turn 3. Excuse me. Freddie, it is slightly like F1 with Slipstream, and look at these guys. They're side by side right now, going hard down this middle straight, and that's actually the Ford catching the ability to stay up in front now. I think Lockwood's kind of going for preservation right there. They're starting to battle now. They're really starting to battle. Ooh, there's Lockwood down the inside. It's basically, you know, not quite as much of a slipstream effect as you would find in F1, because these cars aren't so aerodynamically intensive. It's a lot more mechanical grip. So slipstream doesn't have quite the same effect. Oh. What does have effect is very fast drivers like Joe Fierro, who's now put himself up in the middle of the battle between the 2 of them, and he's gotten past David Burgess already. Now he's just got 1 more to get past. That being Julian Lockwood. And then he's moving up the pack even more, trying to get closer up to that 14 and 6 pack. So you can battle with those guys. It's still, you know, business as usual between these 2, but it feels like the gap is closer. I don't know. You guys know what I mean? Like it kind of feels like these 2 are a little bit closer, don't they? BMW is driving clean. Dooley's looking good. Williams looking great too, don't get me wrong. But Dooley's really looking good, so, you know, I would say give him 4 laps. We'll go for it. Basically, whoever can outbrake the person. Not entirely, but that's one of the best ways to pass somebody. Is to understand the braking points better than the other person. Understand how to make sure you don't lock up better than your opponent. That's a very good way to pass, though. For sure. Look at these guys, man. They're right next to each other. That's the BMW with potentially a better run. It's also the run out of the corner makes a big difference. Ooh, 6 car going a little wide, actually. Oof. Brandon, the hard part about going wide there is, you know, Brandon doesn't really have much of a chance to genuinely capitalize off of that mistake, because it doesn't really do that much. But that mistake isn't like that detrimental, you know? This is one of the most awkward corners for a while. Like for the entire track. It's a tough one. Yeah, Freddie, it's all good, man. Don't be sorry about the questions. I like the questions. They're fun. Bring more. Ooh, guys, hey, check this out. 48. He has passed the two of them, which means now Julian Lockwood is actually sitting in the middle of it. And it looks like Burgess has kind of gotten the crap out of the stick, and he's at the very back of it. Rough. That's no fun for Burgess. But it is great for Joe Fierro. He's now farther ahead. Here's Sean Williams, Brandon Dooley. Still just holding position. Not quite moving yet. Ooh, BMW looks like he might have a better run right here. Is the draft going to be enough for him to try to outbreak it? It's not. Ferrari was already very committed to turning in right there, and the BMW was just too far back to even make it mildly feasible for him to make that dive. That would have been crazy. And absolutely bonkers. Who is to watch in this race? You know, obviously always Morgan Teggy. This guy right here in the blue BMW who's sitting up in front. Almost always it's him. But Philip Scott, the 99 right behind him, is actually in a pretty good position. Like, he's looking very clean. He's looking collected. Pretty calm. Pretty cool. Morgan always does. Morgan's got some, like, legit racing experience. But I'd say look out for this Philip Scott guy. Got a very good shot of doing well tonight. We can give some a little bit more love to our back runner, number 5, Tyler Greger, in the Chevrolet. Pretty far back there, man. He's just having his own race, man. He's just racing his own race. He doesn't really care. Number 30, though. Brett Elder, the only Porsche out on track, and arguably one of the prettiest cars. I think this Porsche is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Sorry. Want to make sure it's still good on battery. Yeah, he's kind of on a race of his own too. He's far away from number 8, Vincent. Can he overtake Morgan? If you ask about Philip Scott, I don't know, man. Like, anything's possible, right? But Morgan is just so darn good. It's going to be extremely difficult for him to get past. Morgan is just so darn consistent. He just doesn't really miss. I will say something that's quite impressive about Morgan. Yeah. Personally, I think that's something that's amazing. Now, the drivers are getting close to about that halfway mark, so I just need to stand up for a second. Stretch my legs. I did a whole day of sitting down today. They're getting close to about that halfway point, which means they're about to start getting ready to go pit relatively soon for a little splash up of fuel. Ooh, look at that Chevrolet. Thought on the inside, decided to go around the outside. Now they're side by side going in to the turn. That's Morgan taking with a significant outbreak. Way better zone through that. And Chevrolet is now still back behind. Now starting the pressure bow. He's deciding to try around the inside, the outside. Nope, he cannot do it. And that's actually going to lose him time the way that he attacked that. But it made Morgan lose some time too because he had to think about defending it. These guys are now going at it. Ruh-roh. Here it comes. Can he overtake Morgan? The question in chat asked by Freddie is now going to be answered on track very soon. That's there, going ham. The 99 car putting everything he's got into getting past Morgan Teggy. This battle between the two of them is actually allowing 3rd and 4th to catch up a little bit. Ooh, they're catching some grass as Morgan Teggy. Looking like a lawnmower. Oh my gosh. They're hammer time. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my, guys. Oh my. I needed to stand up to watch this part because it's going to get intense right here. We're going to take it now, kind of holding it down for a little bit. But how long can he hold it down for is the real question. I don't know. It's close. It's starting to kind of back out a little bit. He's got some respite, but the 6 and the 14 car are still just as close as they've been the entire race. Brandon Dooley unable to get past Sean Williams, but just barely. Wow. I wanted to see Philip get past there, man. I really did. I just want to see. I want to see them go for it. You know. I want to see them go for something crazy. Everybody say hello to my dog again. Ooh, hey, speaking of something crazy, look at how close these guys are, man. Like, if you check it out on the mini map in the bottom left, they almost look like the same circle because they're so darn close. Quite impressive. Actually, it looks like Teggy and Philip are about to lap their first car, which is going to add a little bit of an element of, you know, difficulty to it. Is that going to slow down Teggy and make it easier for 99 to get past? That's the real question. I don't think so, personally. I actually think it's going to hurt 99 more. I think Scott is going to get hurt by this lapped car more than Teggy will. But, you know, I could be wrong. Is this the time? Dude, we're going to find out if the bounty is finally claimed. I want it to be claimed. I really do. Because that means somebody really had to fight. Ooh, that's pulled over well to the side. Is Todd Schwartz. Very kind. Let them both by. Nobody got affected by it really at all. I was hoping it would happen like right before a corner, so he would have to like make a late move and it would mess somebody up. That would have been really fun. Me, author of chaos. I'm holding onto my dog in a funny way. She can't move. So we'll give some love to some of our back runners. Like number 8. Is he? Yeah, let's go check out number 8. Give him some love. Hey, Magusi! Thank you so much for the raid. What's going on? Mr. Fabulous. Hey, everybody, how we doing? Everybody, welcome to the Grandpa's Kitchen Last Man Standing Racing League race here in Road America. We're commentating for the league. It is super fun racing. These are the GTE cars. We got Fords, we got Ferraris, we got Chevys, we got Porsches, we got BMWs, all out on track, all out here in Road America, up Wisconsin. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Welcome. We have some pretty tight battles actually going on. We got basically a couple little packs of 3. Or people are fighting it out. Oh, actually, I'm going to go on Tyler Gregor cam because Gregor looks like he's making some serious progress against the Ford. In fact, he's going to get past him almost certainly right here. Is the Ford going to try to defend it? Nope. He's just kind of going to let it through. Kind of just bent over. Yeah, he just lets it happen. Just lets it happen. Oh, it's going good, Magoose. How are you doing? How was your stream, man? Did you have fun? 99 can't seem to get past, man. He had a moment where he kind of had to look around the inside, the outside, but he just couldn't make it stick. That sucks. 14. Hi, Lenny. Set, brother. Ooh, uh-oh. The Ferrari's in trouble. Brandon Dooley had a really good run right there. Now he's going to have some slipstream all the way down this straightaway. Uh-oh. Is he going to try to outbrake him? He almost certainly is. This is Brandon Dooley's best chance he's gotten all race long. But the Ferrari outbreaks him like crazy. And Brandon Dooley is now still behind. And the Ferrari had a shot to, the BMW of Brandon Dooley had a shot to get past, but he just didn't capitalize where he could have. I don't know, man. I feel like I would have defended that a little bit harder. He had the inside line, but he decided to go for the preservation aspect. Stosku, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's growing. We're definitely growing, that's for sure. Oh, there it goes. That's Morgan Teggy, but he breaks way too late. Ends up going off the gravel, or off the track. Much too late. He looks like he's getting a little bit frustrated. If we check this out, this little replay right here, you can see just how frustrated he's getting. He gets up next to him. As we're coming down this side by side. He goes, makes the look, it breaks a little bit too late. Doesn't quite get the contact he needs, and he goes way out and onto, luckily enough, not a whole ton of dirt. But he was definitely out. That's tough, man. Now he's really far back away, actually. He just lost a significant amount of time right there. Let's go on number 99. Let me go ahead and interact with some chat a little bit. Smeggy, we just might tomorrow. Yes. Actually, we almost certainly will tomorrow night. Yes. We definitely will tomorrow night. Mental stream 2 fair got raided by an esports driver. Oh, no way. Jake Benham? Ooh. I've heard that name before even. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. Wow, Magoose, that's some big stuff. That's pretty sweet. Did he hang out too for a little bit? So that's pretty dope. Pretty darn cool. Hey, speaking of pretty darn cool, Philip Scott has held up with Morgan Tiggy this entire race. We're just over halfway through, and it hasn't shown much sign of cracking. Neither of them have. They've shown pretty much pure resolute resiliency the whole time, which is pretty impressive. I mean, I want to see Philip Scott at least make a try for it, you know, and get past. If only for a corner, I want to see him get past. Significantly better line right there. He had the ability to use the entire track, but it wasn't enough. It's still not enough. That's crazy, man. Teggy just knows how to put down the power perfectly without any sort of like loss of traction or mess up or that kind of stuff. It's crazy. Oh, thanks, Smeggy. I appreciate that. What's going on, Channy Bammy? Yeah, we're checking out the Grandpa's Kitchen Racing League. The Grandpa's Kitchen stream for the Last Man Standing Racing League. We're doing a GTE race tonight on iRacing. What's up, Mojo? Magoose, have a beautiful night. Sleep tight, my bro. 276. David Burgess is on the verge of lapping the 420 car. Todd Schwartz. Brett Elder looks like he's already out of the race. He decided to retire. Poor guy, man. He did not have a good race today. It sucks too, because that Porsche that he drives is like one of the prettiest cars in the grid, in my opinion. It's gorgeous. Ooh, speaking of somebody who's not having a good race, actually, Brandon Dooley is losing significant time. What's going on with Dooley? He just can't seem to hook it up quite right. He was telling me before the race started that he was having some problems with the setup. It looks like he's still having problems with the setup. Uh-oh. So really, we just have a 2-horse battle. Number 7 and number 99. Look at number 99. Oh, he's got a shot at it right here. Decides to back out of it. Philip driving a very clean, conserved race. He's not really like trying for crazy battles. He's just going for spots where he knows he's got it. I think it's not necessarily a bad idea, you know. Like I can't fault that. Like, look, he's got a crazy run in right here. You know, going on the outside. Just needs to be able to make a mistake. Now it's a switchback. Doesn't work. Because the exits for Techie are just so darn good every single time he's dialed. So, you know, 99 can't really rely on him making a mistake there. So he's gotta find some other way to get past. Otherwise, he's never getting past. Welcome, Raiders, and everybody else that's new. Obviously, my name is Fungi. We're doing racing stuff all week long. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. And tonight is obviously commentary for iRacing. The Last Man Standing Racing League. Presented by Grandpa's Kitchen. Also a reminder, Tuesdays for the rest of the month, and next Tuesday especially, is a charity stream. We are donating all money to autism awareness at autismspeaks.org. Yeah, it's honestly a super sick cause. I'd highly recommend being there next week. And if you happen to have the means to give, and if you do, very kind. We could, you know, obviously it all goes to a good place. Donate onto their website if you do. I see anybody else catch anybody? Not really. Like 14's actually losing time. To number 6. Like Sean Williams is kind of dominating right now. That little battle between the two of them. So now Dooley's just kind of playing catch up, and he just can't catch up. Tough. Yeah, Freddie, right? Only doing it if you can, man. No worry whatsoever, obviously. Most important thing is to get educated about what it's like to, you know, be on the spectrum, how to better serve the community. Like, that's the most important thing, and that's a lot of the point of Autism Awareness Month is to, you know, become a little bit more aware of the fact that being on the spectrum, you know, shows up in a million different ways. And it's our job as human beings to serve the world as best as we can and learn how to serve each individual person their own individual way. Everybody has their own special way of, you know, wanting or needing to be served. That's the beautiful thing about these awareness groups, is like it teaches you how to serve the world better for certain people that otherwise probably don't get served, as well as, you know, some of the other population. Yeah, that's why I like causes like that. It's very much so servant leadership type stuff, or service-minded type stuff. Speaking of service, is the Chevrolet going to serve an overtake on Morgan Teggy? Not quite. It looks like he's thinking about it. Looks like he's just planning for it. I don't think he's happy with just second. And if he is, man, he needs to get moving. Woohoo! I just want to see one of them make a mistake. I'm not rooting for people's downfall. Don't worry. Promise you I'm not. But I am rooting for some action. Because as of right now, we haven't seen much of an overtake attempt in quite some time. Basically, everybody just doing circles in funky ways. You know, clockwise, funky circles. Speaking of clockwise funky circles, some of you guys that are new into the chat for the day, I don't know if you guys already heard about Jensen Button, you know, picking back up into motorsport, but he's going to go into dirt racing, doing some Nitro Rallycross next season. And Nitro Rallycross next season is going to go worldwide. It's going all the way to Abu Dhabi and Europe, as well as stuff in the United States. It's going to be huge. So if you guys live in Europe, make sure you give Nitro Rallycross some support if you're able to go to one of those races. They're cheap, they're fun, and it would help them grow even more. Ooh, is that a dive on the inside? No, it wasn't. He made a look. Decided not to go for it. The Chevrolet, unable to get past the BMW. Oh, hold on. They're side by side now. Morgan Teggy making a rare mistake. And is that Phillip? Goes around the outside. He's got it done. There goes Phillip Scott, now in the lead of Morgan Teggy through, I want to say it was turn 6 when he made him. Yeah, it was turn 6. Oh, sorry, turn 7, excuse me. What happened was, it looked like... Check this out, y'all. So it looks like... Teggy... So Teggy looks a little scared right here. He makes a mistake under braking, goes wide, gets a little bit of grass on the exit, has to slow it down, and the better exit was Phillip Scott all day long, and he goes around the outside of him at turn 7, clips just off the curb, and he is done and dusted, and he's through. Look at him go. That was a nice move. Great move. And he's now still holding the lead. Good move from Phillip Scott. Now, can he hold the lead for a long time? Or is it going to be a short little battle where Teggy gets back up in front almost immediately, and then it's, you know, back to business as usual? Who knows? But as of right now, Phillip Scott is set to take the bounty that is on Morgan Teggy's head and take home an actual trophy at the end of this race. Oof, Morgan not happy about it though. Look at him. He's putting the pressure on. He's making it look like he'll dive down the inside, making it look like he's going to go around the outside. That's all he wants. He just wants to play mind games on the Chevrolet of Phillip Scott. Because if Phillip Scott is driving his mirrors, making the same errors that Teggy was making, this is going to be an easy pass for Morgan. That was good. That was a good pass. Very nice. Ooh. Nice. Number 14, our boy Brandon Dooley is finally catching back up to number 6. Sean Williams has been having a little bit of a slow few laps. He did, Freddie. He did. But Teggy, I think, just re-overtook him. Oh, he did. I saw it in the minimap down on the bottom. That's Teggy back through now. Let's see what happened. Ooh, they're going to go side by side right here. Check this out. All right. So we're on Teggy cam right now, right? Teggy is blasting down this straight. Hard on the brakes down to turn 5. Gets a way better braking. And it's, look at that exit. Absolutely textbook. Switchbacked him perfectly. It was something that actually Phillips got attempted to do a few laps ago, but couldn't quite make it done. And now Teggy's through. Closes the door. And it's a done and dusted battle. And he's back up in the lead. Told you, it might not last for a long time. And it did not last for a long time. Philip Scott has already lost that position very quickly. Poor guy. He fought so hard to have it. And it's done. Oh, horse. That's tough, man. He tried. But couldn't quite stick it. There goes the pit stops. I knew they were coming soon. All the drivers starting to go in for a little splash. They just need a little bit more fuel is basically what they're doing. Getting a splash up of fuel. And they're going to go back out there. Now, who's going to have the better pit stop is the real question. Because this pit stop could actually make a difference in where these guys sit in the championship. Ooh, that's Chevrolet going very, very late to break. Obviously, he's got the first spot, so he had to get into the pits technically second. They're fueling. They're figuring out exactly how little they can get away with getting before they get back out on track. Oh, they're side by side going out of the pit exit, actually. And that's Teggy barely in the lead as they get out of the pits. Holds it down, but just barely. Now, what about Sean Williams? They're right next to each other, too. Who's going to come out of this one on top? Looks like Sean Williams will be comfortably on top of Brandon Dooley, but they're going to go across and almost in the way of car number 420. It's close. It's close. Yeah, Teggy's now got a pretty sizable lead on top of 99. It's not, necessarily going to last forever, but it is decently sized. She's got a little bit of time to kind of breathe. Not for long. It's only about a second between the two of them. Just under, actually. Oh, a second. Been needing to stretch my legs a lot today, y'all. I've actually thought about switching over to a camera that is more upright facing and being able to do standing streams for commentary. I feel like that might be kind of fun to do sometimes. Something a little bit different. Number 6, barely holding it down in front of 14. Look at Brandon Dooley. He's looking pretty clean so far after that splash up. Looks collected. It's a small gap between the two of them. Very, very small. It's a couple tenths of a second, if that. Can he go and make the pass anytime soon? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Go back on Teggy cam. Up in the front. Still looking very, very dominant. It doesn't look like he's going to be losing anytime soon. He's looking pretty solid. This car flew by that camera really fast. There's an interesting camera angle for it to pick. Game's a little weird sometimes. What about? Want to go back on Brandon Dooley, man? I mean, I just invested in these guys getting past each other, man. I want to see Dooley go make a move down the inside of this Ferrari or something. He only has 15.5 minutes left to make something happen. That is not a lot of time. He got to start thinking like, hey, am I okay with 4th place? Or do I need to put the push on? Or is he just unable to get past? Because right now he's had serious difficulties making it through. I don't really necessarily want to put him up in the booth because I'm going to go talk to somebody. I think I'm going to go ahead and see if I can catch Tyler Greger. I'm not sure if he's in the Discord or not. Let's find out. He is in the Discord. He's not. Darn. You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Julian Lockwood, who's kind of running a race of his own out here. Number 145 car. He's chilling back there. I'm gonna ask him kind of what happened to him from the beginning of the race and see if it's his fault or other people's fault. What's going on, Julian? You're live in the booth, man. How you doing?
How are you, Eli?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Doing all right. Navigating tricky corner here.
Yeah, it is a bit of a tough track. I wanted to make sure I didn't grab you. You know, a super bad time. It looks like I didn't get you too bad. I wanted to ask you about your race start and so far how it's gone for you for the day.
I just put it. I just put it on the grass right there.
Did you really? Oh no.
That's okay. I'm back on the track. Yeah, it's gone pretty well. I had a tremendous duel with David early in the race, and then I decided I needed to bail out of that, so I pitted early, and now I've had mostly clear track since then, which is what I was looking for. So I'm trying to set some consistent times and see where it finishes at the end.
Yeah, I've noticed that early pit for you actually worked out in some serious favor for you. It's basically an undercut, and now you've got, you know, a pretty good amount of gap. Oh, you said it was with Burgess?
Yeah, I think he's gaining on me right now, but I'm going to try and hold him off to the end.
I think
it was a good move to do the early stop, I think.
I think so too. I think you'll be able to hold him off too, because keep in mind you are running on lighter, you know, a lighter car now, since you've got a little bit less fuel than he does right now. So we'll see. You know,
sure. We'll see. It's going to be close. I'll tell you that.
Yep. Well, since you're about to get into the heat of battle, I'll let you go so you can focus up. But good luck.
Okay, thanks, man.
Well, that was Julian Lockwood, everybody. The 145 car that we are seeing right now, the Ferrari, who is currently being caught up by the 276 Ford. He is on a push, the 276 car. He's moving. Look at him go. Yeah, David Burgess is not going to go ahead and take this one lying down. He's trying to put some move on. Joe Fierro is actually on the back of Brandon Dooley. That's what it looks like. But Joe Fierro's gotten past Brandon Dooley. What? How do you do that? What happened to number 14? While we were talking. Oh, look at this. Okay. So there's the two cars up in front. There must have been a little action or something between the two of them. We're staying on Joe Fierro cam, so we can see exactly what happened between Brandon Dooley and Sean Williams, because I think Dooley got hit or something, because he's way back now. But so did Sean Williams, actually. Sean Williams is even farther back now. Oh, look at that. There's a collision between the two of them. Oh, what the heck happened? Let's go on 14. Let's see what happened between these two guys. Oh, okay. Check this out. So he goes, brakes hard. Looks like the Ferrari. Oh, the Ferrari slips out and he just goes right in the way. Nothing he could do. Oh, no. That was a mistake by Sean Williams. Actually, not anybody else. And that's just Sean Williams, you know, getting a little bit bad position. Just messes up. But now we're back on Brandon Dooley, who's putting the pressure on Joe Fierro, who just got basically 2 free positions off a little tussle between the two of them. And now is having to defend on an not angry necessarily, but a motivated Brandon Dooley. A very motivated Brandon Dooley. Coming over the hill into turn 6. Hard on the brakes, deep dive left. Quick right turn coming up after this. Basically flat out through here, turn 7. Light lift right there. And they're back on the power. Turn 8 up here, a hard left-hander. It's very tough to hit this one exactly right. It's a little bit thin, actually, on the exit. Comes around for a wide turn 9 and even a little bit less wide turn 10 with like a little bit of lift off in between those two corners halfway through it. Now they're blasting down this little bend straight is what they call it for turn 11, the kink, into the kettle bottom straight right here. Go ahead and sit back down. Yeah, I think it's about time for me to add some standing into my commentary. Oh, speaking of some interesting commentary, two things. One, we're gonna go with Morgan Teggy because actually we're on 99. 99 lost a lot of time, and I'm not exactly sure how. Was closer. Look at him. Oh, he goes in the grass right here. Oh, it was a big crash for Philip Scott. Made a mistake as he was putting the pressure on number 7, and now Philip is far back. The chance for him to take that trophy is long gone now. He's got a huge gap between him and Morgan Teggy, 5 seconds. No way he's getting that one back, I don't think, unless Teggy himself makes another mistake just like it. Oh, actually, and there's another big mistake for 99. Terrible timing for me to be on his camera. Check him out. He's going hard in the brakes right here. He must have a little bit of damage. Oh, yeah, that's a weird spot to spin out. Chevrolet lucky enough not getting any damage there, but he is getting damaged morale, which in and of itself is just enough to really ruin someone's race. 145 car, Ian Lockwood, who we were just on call with, is being pressured by David Burgess. That early pit stop now coming back to bite him. Burgess on some, obviously I don't think either one of them changed tires, but Burgess is looking pretty clean. Look at how much time he's getting on these straights. He's making a move. And Joe Fierro has now officially passed Brandon Dooley by a good margin. Let's see, he's got almost a full second on him, so these battles starting to close up as we got 5 laps to go. It looked like, relatively definitive answers as to who's going to end up in front. More likely than not, Joe Fierro will hold down that lead on top of Brandon Dooley. They are some good rivals, by the way. They've had some good battles so far this season. 145 car, Julian Lockwood, so far able to hold off David Burgess, but not guaranteed. This is the most unguaranteed one. And Tyler Gregor just behind, who's, by the way, Tyler Gregor put it on 3rd place in qualifying, if I recall correctly. So, it's not like he's totally out of the race either, but it just doesn't look like he's really having, a good last few laps. I want Philip Scott to win, but I don't think he will. I think it's Teggy. I think this one's Teggy. But you never know. This is racing. Stuff happens all the time. All the time. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to go on the Ford cam. Oh my gosh! Oh no, Julian Lockwood makes a fatal mistake, and he lets 2 people by after a huge error. Totally unforced, nothing happened, and he just got a little squirrely through 13, turn 13. Let's check this out. Exactly what happened to him. So here he goes. Touches grass, he's fine. Deep, he looks good. Nothing crazy, good exit, not bad. Oh, this corner's tough. Oh, just catches a little bit weird, gets a little bit of a bump out lift, and it's a spin. And that is Julian Lockwood down multiple positions. Oh no, that's tough for him, man. Now what about number 5? Can number 5, Mr. Tyler Gregor, get past Burgess now? That's the real question. Julian, man. Yeah. That's tough, dude. I don't like. I hate it when I see that, man. When someone's obviously in a pretty solid position, they just make a mistake like that. I do that all the time, so I feel, man, like that's tough. But this Ford versus Chevrolet, another battle of the ages. America's main manufacturers fighting it out for, it looks like, 6th place, whoever is the winner out of the 2 of these. 26 lap in, about 3 more to go. 5.5 minutes left of racing for the number 5 car to get past Dave Burgess in the 276. I don't know, man. I mean, Burgess have to make a pretty fatal error, or number 5, Tyler Gregor is going to have to like really put it on. Oh my gosh, look at that! Speaking of putting it on, how about that for a move? That was absolutely nasty. But now the Ford is going to go try to fight back. They're getting a little bit rubby. And they're fine, but wow, that was very tight. The Ford going a little wide there too. They're fighting for it now. They know they don't have a whole lot of time to make these positions up. So Chevrolet's got to put everything he's got into getting past the Ford. That was a brave move from the Chevrolet originally. Number 5, absolutely sending it on the inside. And now he's thinking about almost certainly going to be a send on the inside right here, outbraking him. The Ford thought about defending it, but did not close the door fast enough. Now they're going to be side by side into braking. Who will outbrake the other? It's about even. In fact, the Ford taking the switchback type line, but it doesn't necessarily work out for him immediately. Almost tapping into that turn 3. Ooh, that's close. Now this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is a battle that I would pay to see any day. Absolutely gorgeous. Burgess and Gregor keeping it nice and clean, but they are not letting off each other. Let's see what Burgess does. We're just kind of waiting for Gregor to make a mistake almost. Burgess actually making a fatal mistake, and now he's way off the track, loses all his position. Oh no. What is it with me and getting on somebody's camera? The moment I do, they seem to make a mistake. That's tough for David Burgess. The pressure is just mounting, and he's off again. And it might even end in the spin. It does not. He catches it. That's 2 offs in a row now. Julian Lockwood actually with a small chance to catch back up. Pretty off chance, but technically it's there. Not guaranteed, but it is there. Let's see what happened to the Ford. Will he continue to make mistakes, or is he going to start cleaning it up a little bit? That's the real question. I don't know. That's heartbreak, man. Absolutely heartbreak. I hate to see stuff like that. 48, 99, and 14 all in a little bit of a fight with each other. 99 still holding down the second place spot. Philip Scott is not giving up yet, but Fierro is right on his tail. You can see him seeing the light, but it's not close enough yet. And same thing with Brandon Dooley, unable to get close enough to make a difference and even think about getting past Joe Fierro. So unfortunate offs here at the very end of the race tonight. Obviously, we always hope that everybody finishes clean and doesn't have moments like that where it's totally unprovoked. But it does happen, obviously, and that's racing. And today we had a few of those. Ugh. Very, very tough for those guys. Morgan Teggy now setting up in the lead. Just holding it down. He's on a leisurely stroll. Just chilling. Gonna bring it on home. Effect almost certainly up in first place. The shot of him getting overtaken is extremely low now. That bounty does still stand if he does end up bringing it home on the front row, which he almost certainly will. Goes over the start-finish line in a couple seconds. Right here, the tire rack start-finish line, and now he's got the white flag. This is the last lap for Morgan Teggy. I saw the white flag being waved, so he knows this is just his last one to push. Morgan Teggy doesn't really know the definition of not push. If he stops pushing, he loses flow. He's told me this before. So he gives it his all every single lap, never slows down, which is quite commendable. The 99 car actually under pressure by the 48, but not much pressure, I will say. Well, the 6 car, let's see if number 6 does see the white flag himself being waved over. He should see the white flag being waved. There's the white flag runner right above him, waving, getting all the information out the drivers need, which is we are coming to the close of this race. Tyler Gregor now huge lead over 276. David Burgess significant lead over 145. Lockwood, who's only beating number 420. Yeah, right, Freddie? It's cool, isn't it? Where they're from in the United States? I think it's pretty cool, too. 420. Todd Schwartz certainly has 2 more laps, because he's not going to get lapped again. Unless this might call it his last lap, not sure. What I do know is 48 is actually on the pressure. See if he can get past this Corvette at the very end. He just needs Phillip to make one small error, basically, or not necessarily one small error, one decent size error, and he'll get past him. But it's not guaranteed that he'll make it happen. He only has a few more corners to do it. They're going pretty much flat out that corner, if not totally flat out. We're going to go number 7 cam, Morgan Teggy, as he's getting ready to cross the line. He only has a couple hundred more feet to go, and he is finishing in first place. You can see the checker flag above him. It is a win for Morgan Teggy, first place. No surprise, but now the question is, can 48 get in front? Is 99 gonna make a mistake last corner? Not quite. Oh my gosh. One more lap. It would be done almost certainly. 48 is gonna be kicking himself. Fierro had a chance to get past 99. One more lap, but it did not come to fruition. And Joe Fierro gets third. Philip Scott holds on to second, with Brandon Dooley close behind in fourth. Sean Williams going to be coming up the line in 5th place, the number 6 car in the Ferrari. Had a very up and down race after that spin that he, it was his own fault, and nothing against him at all, but that's kind of what happened on that turn 1 between him and Brandon Dooley, and that just ruined his race for sure. That's how Gregor passes the line. The Chevrolet is through. 276, David Burgess able to hold off the potential last-minute threat from Lockwood after Burgess had a couple offs onto the grass, trying to defend his own position. And there goes Julian Lockwood now coming across the line. He has closed it out. Todd Schwartz, the last one to finish tonight.